remember the first weekend that we built. It was the first day. We broke for lunch and we went to a nearby park and we cried. We didn't want to go back. I mean, it was that overwhelming.
Because we're hard workers.
We are, but we didn't anticipate how hard this would be. You can't imagine. And it's not to detract from the program. You got to go through highs and lows. But we stuck it out, and if we hadn't, we wouldn't have experienced all that we experienced. I mean, that was a low point, but a high point was raising 2 houses in one weekend, which was something no other group had ever done before. We raised those houses in the hot sun, and what a sense of accomplishment we felt after that weekend. I mean, we're so proud of what we did. I mean, our group was larger than the common amount. My understanding when we started was we had 8 families in our group, and normally it's 4 to 5 families per group. And we had started around the end of May of 2008, and really because of all the rainy weather that spring, we didn't really fully get started, the full hours until about the end of June. And we finished the houses we closed April 15th. So when you look back, it's like that time was nothing. It flies by.
You forget. Once you close, you forget about all the aches and the pains and the troubles you had, because you're going to have troubles along the way.
This is not
it's
all
inevitable,
roses.
but it's worth it.
It is. And then you got bragging rights. You might have brought someone in to build your house, but we built
ours.
Yeah. It took me, we had a group of 8 houses in our group. And it wasn't until our house, about the 5th house, that I was comfortable enough getting on the roof. I wasn't afraid of the height so much. My concern was the heat getting to me. I didn't want to fall off the roof. I think the nice thing about the program is they allow you to take baby steps. Work your confidence up until that point. Unfortunately for Ann, she couldn't do heights, and
I'd hurt my knee earlier when we first started, so I was more of a runner at that point. If they were up on the roof, I was tossing things
water
to them.
bottles, not hammers.
No,
not hammers. And there was plenty for her to do, so it wasn't like she felt left out of the building process.
Yeah, there's plenty to do.
We unfortunately did have a small leak on our roof, and we were fortunate enough that we had a New Year's Eve that was probably about 60 degrees out. So I had the opportunity to get up on the roof and fix that leak, and it was, I think, a fluke. It wasn't something that was wrong with the house. It just happened that it was some of the flashing got exposed and allowed water in. But we didn't have any worries because we knew how to fix it. All we had to do was pull out the ladder and get up on the roof. So no more leak. There. We were fortunate enough to take pictures all the way through the building process of the different steps along the way. From the very beginning where we're holding dirt from the hole that was just dug in the ground, all the way through to the finish point where we're showing the finished woodwork, which we're so proud of in our homes. We show this to a lot of people because we're very pleased with what we did and our sense of accomplishment.
And we know who our neighbors are.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say that when they move into a new neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, we've got great neighbors, and we've got friends. We built friendship through this whole thing.